Just get into it. Get into it. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, y'all? It's your girl VashtiDenise. Thank you for watching this tutorial for knotless braids with French curl. This is the Bobbi Boss hair that I use, pre-stretched and knotless, French curl specifically. Okay, I use two colors, 1B30 and 30. Ended up loving this hair. I used about 6 packs of these, okay? I believe at the beauty salon it was like $5.99 each. This is me starting my apple cider vinegar bath and putting the hair in, okay? I let it soak for a little over an hour, and when I came back, look at all of that came off of the hair. That's the residue, the dirt, the processing, everything that's in that hair has been lifted with the warm water and apple cider vinegar, and this is so needed, okay? This is what keeps your scalp from breaking out, your skin from breaking out, all of that irritation that you usually get within those first few days. It'll cut it down immensely, and if anything, completely eliminate it. This is me moving the hair around in the water so that I can get that stuff off. As you can see, look at all that just in the water. Oh my gosh. You need to do this with any hair extensions that you plan on adding to your hair, because it will save your skin, I promise you, as well as your hair. Like, you don't want all of this in your hair, right? Ugh, wow. Yeah, I do this with all of my extensions, and this is no different. So I took it right from the packaging and put it right in the water. This is how it looks after it's been rinsed and drained. Look how beautiful and clean it looks. I put it in a container and let it dry overnight. Now I have fresh washed locks, okay? I took the t-shirt off. That's what I put on there to take off all the excess water. And look at how clean my hair is, my scalp. I'm so happy. Let me know if you want to know what shampoos I use, because I do have a flaky scalp, so I use certain shampoos to make sure that it's clean. And look at that length, baby. Okay, we are over a year and I'm really loving it. My hair is just so healthy and long and thick. I am really enjoying this lock process. So let's fully get into it. Now, I did want this style to be a statement style. I'm going to a premiere tomorrow night, and of course I started at night because it's me. So I'll give you some timestamps. I believe this took almost 7 hours to do, okay? Here is my sulfur 8 because I'm going to prep my scalp first. I'm going to use this to completely moisturize my scalp because I do have sensitive scalp, and this keeps it from flaking up too early, okay? Now I separated all of my locks into the actual braids that I wanted, right? So there is between 4 and 6 locks in each braid. The back has 6 in those 2 each. I have 78 locks, so, and it's not parted like completely symmetrical, so I kind of had to play around, and I didn't want it to be figuring out what locks to put in each braid, so I made sure to separate them beforehand, okay? So I have braided down the majority of them, and I just wanted to show you guys how I braided these down. I did a quick retwist for every lock, just a little bit of product on each lock because I don't like to put too much product on my locks. I don't like the buildup. So just a little bit at the root, and then I'm going to hand twist it down, and I'm going to do that for every lock, and then plait all of the locks together. Okay, I promise you I'm not going to talk throughout this whole video. So for these moments, I'm just going to speed it up so you can see exactly what I did. down, I wanted to show you in real time just how I plaited it. This one has 5 locks in it as well, so I basically took 2 in one hand, 2 in the other, and 1 as the last strand, and I just braided it down just like you would with loose hair. Nothing too crazy, you know. And I did use brown rubber bands for this style to give it a little better blend, and I realized that it did blend way better with the extension hair as well. So if you do have brown hair or any other color than black, using a rubber band that actually matches the color of your hair will definitely help you on these protective styles. Now I do have uneven locks, so don't worry about trying to like cuff the bottom. You know how when we do like 2-strand twist or things like that, you try to kind of make the bottoms of your locks even. No need to. We're gonna cover up the lock completely with the extension hair. So just get it to a place where all of them are kind of at the same spot, and then rubber band it down to your best ability. This is how my hair looks with all of the braids. I believe I have somewhere around 20 to maybe 23 of the big braids. So that tells you how much hair I used. Just trying to keep the numbers accurate, okay? So now that we're completely braided down, it's time to add the hair. I do believe that by doing it this way, it did save on time because I didn't want to be adding the hair while I'm still retwisting and braiding. So that's just my choice, but now that I'm completely braided down, it's time to add the hair. This is the freshly washed hair. Oh, lost one there. But as you can see, it definitely kept its curl. I took it straight out of the packet, put it in the water, and then in that container. So definitely try to keep the integrity of the curl as much as possible because this is braiding hair. So by the time you separate it, you want to, you know, it will start to lose the curl a bit. So do as much as you can to keep the integrity of the curl until you actually use it, okay? Just showing you my parts again. These are the braids. Now that I have them separated, I can easily get to them and start the braiding process. Now I have 2. I'm just going to show you like specifically me going up in the rows, and then I'll show you at the end exactly how I did it. So that's 2 done. That's another 3. I added that highlight one in the middle, so that's the 30, and the others are the 1B30, okay? It's actually really long. It's a little past my butt, actually. Didn't know it was gonna be that long. On the box it says 28 inches, but yeah, it's definitely longer than that. Next row done. I added another highlight on there. So yeah, we're just making our way up. I'm not really being strategic about the highlighted braids. I just want them around, not together, okay? As you can see, the curl is keeping at the bottom. So we just want to try to keep the integrity of the curl as much as possible, but we are definitely making progress. I'm sleepy, y'all, so bear with me. But we're making it. Another row done. We're almost done. Oh my goodness, I only have 2 more to go. So as you can see, I think I have like 4 highlight braids. The curls are still there and we're keeping it popping. So now that I only have 2 left, I'm going to show you exactly how I did them. So tired, y'all. So I start with 1 piece of hair. Each braid is actually 1 full piece. So I'm just going to cut the rubber band off of that piece and then tear it in half, pull it apart, tear it in half. I tried to be as symmetrical as possible. But yeah, I'm just gonna make that 1 piece 2 pieces, and this whole piece is going to be the full braid. I do try to tear it apart as slowly and strategically as I can because I really want to keep the curl as intact as I can. And as you can see, not really. But it does curl back up, okay? Like, I really enjoyed using this hair. I was pleasantly surprised at how it kept the integrity of the curl, okay? So now this is 1 piece. I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to put it across my head like that, and then I'm gonna take a rubber band. Remember, I'm using brown rubber bands to match my hair, right? So I'm gonna take this rubber band, and then I'm going to rubber band that piece of hair to the base of my lock. And I wanna get it as tight to the base of my lock as possible so that braiding hair does not move, okay? And I also did drench my rubber bands with a little bit of peppermint oil just so they don't mess with my lock or even the braiding hair, and it can make the wrapping process just a little easier. But this is the slowest part of the process because you don't want to knot up this hair. You don't want it to get caught in the rubber band. You want it to seamlessly go through. So take your time, okay, and do this part, all right? Now that we have that part attached, I'm gonna take the other half and I'm gonna rubber band that kind of like in a crisscross way so that I create all three parts. You see how I put it in the opposite way? So one part is vertical to my head and one part is horizontal, okay? And then I'm gonna rubber band that down as well. Rubber band to the base of my lock, I'm going to take down that first piece and then I'm going to take a piece out of this. Okay, ladies, we know, and any men that are watching, of course, usually when you do extensions, you want to have like a smaller piece to wrap around that base. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to separate a small piece from that. And when you're doing this, do it slowly, okay? You don't want to create any knots. We want to keep this curl as nice as possible. So I take that piece off and put it to the side because I'm going to wrap my base with it when I'm done braiding, okay? So now as you can see, I basically have 4 pieces. So I'm going to use those as my braiding pieces. I'm going to do 1, 2, and then 2 to cover my lock. You see how I'm kind of wrapping that hair around my lock? I'm going to keep doing that as I braid down so that my lock is completely covered with that hair. Okay, we don't want any locks poking out. We don't want it, you know, just sitting in the back or whatever. So you want to braid down slowly. Okay, this is a slow and steady process because we want to keep that curl as curly as possible. Okay, so I'm going to speed this part up so you can see because I am braiding slow, but I do braid it all the way down and then put a brown rubber band at the end. So yeah, let's get it done. Kind of boho, so I do have another piece out. As you can see, now that I braided down a bit, I'm separating another piece from the biggest piece of braiding hair. And see, you got to do it slow because you don't want it to knot up, okay? So I took out that piece and then I'm going to keep braiding down because I did want more hair out at the bottom. I did this on every braid. So every braid has a curl at the top from when I wrap it, and then one curl coming out of the braid, and then the curl at the end. So I do have a lot of curly hair out, so I just wanted to point that out. Completely done braiding down, I'm going to take that top piece and I'm going to wrap it around the base of my lock. This is to, one, cover up the rubber band if it's exposed, but also to secure that base so there's no sliding, and so it can just give it a seamless look, and also to give me a curl. So as you can see, I'm wrapping around. I believe I wrapped about 4 to 5 times before I do this. Now look, I'm going to knot this hair around the base, okay? I'm going to do this really slow, and I'm going to pull up as I pull so that knot is at the base. But this is going to keep the wraparound from unraveling and also give you that nice curl to fall at the bottom. So yeah, that is my method. So there's no rubber band that you see at the top, and then I have this cute curl cascading down the front, and that is how I did every braid throughout the hair. Last one, last one, last one. Get it, get it. I had to celebrate y'all because I was so delusional at this point. It's almost 5 a.m. I'm so tired. But I'm on the last braid. Yes. Ew, ew, ew. Okay, so we're gonna go through the same process as the last one that I did. I'm just gonna speed it up. I'm not gonna talk. It's the exact same process, but I do want y'all to see it once again, just so you can get the hang of it. It is 5 a.m. I know that is ridiculous, but I do my best work at night when it comes to my hair. So we are finally done. As you can see, this is the final product. I love it. It's not even heavy because it's all braiding hair. It's really light. And the curls did amazing. I'm really proud. I didn't have to dip it again or anything. I thought that I would have to put like flexi rods in to get that curl back, but I really didn't. Shout out to Bobbi Boss, because the hair did what it was supposed to do, okay? It is really long. It is really long, but I love it. Oh, I love it so much. This is the remaining hair. I had like 4 pieces left, so I really used about like 5 packs because I think I bought 6, and that's one fallen soldier. Okay, that's one that didn't make it. It knotted up when I tried to tear it apart, and I just gave up on it. So yeah, really good turnout actually. I loved it. And this is the final product. This is how I looked going to the premiere the next night. I just put a bonnet on and slept on it. The curls held up. It looks perfect. The hair was a hit. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about this hair. And if you actually attempt this style, let me know how it came out. Thank y'all for watching. It's your girl, VashtiDenise.